Houston, Texas, today at NRG Stadium, as we are going to find out who will go home as champions of the Kinder's Texas Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will get first crack at it today. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense. As they say, something's got to go, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win and which style's going to prevail. Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now, a high-powered matchup. Who's going to get the win?
They'll move the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
He wants to change this route. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Wide receiver going in motion. Lewis wants to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hayden. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They want to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but This is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Ole Miss offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking downfield at Simmons. Got his man quickly. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Oh, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and you just didn't see it on the play.
Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And that last incompletion leaves this offense facing a third down. Lewis to throw. Has to uncork this one off his back foot.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Is on its way. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Catch in the middle. It's Lee. Open space at the 25. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Ray. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Simmons. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brings into the open. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. The extra point here would tie the game. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's caught. It's Hayden. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Lewis wants to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Intercepted, number 19. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Ole Miss. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you could see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
He'll start the return inside the spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Lost a throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
Caught in the backfield, it's Price. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all of the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Lewis to throw. Makes the catch. It's Williams. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. They've got it first and 10 from the 25. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Outside the pocket, let's go. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to throw on third and short. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Simmons. Bringing the heat. able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Punt is in the air. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Quarterback may change this route. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. They'll say he goes out of bounds. Mark it at the 46. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Welch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play. In a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Grab near the marker. It's Welch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback making checks. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Colorado! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think coming into this game, we thought it was going to be a back-and-forth affair. What a great job executing on that touchdown. If they get this extra point, man, we are all tied up heading in at halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. We are locked up to start the second half. And, guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. Two very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, to start off the second half, David, they need to put something together and really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. Runs through the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a huge play. He's got it on the outside. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Using the quick game. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Nice move to keep running. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
Oh, they're after it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable third and long situation.
Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Trying to blow his way out. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Got a man. It's Miller.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And here comes the offense on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback. He makes a sure tackle.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Offense changing the play. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to fire to the left. It's a big stride inside the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Lewis to throw. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looking to throw on first down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the option. Now the toss. There he goes. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Caught in the backfield. It's Odom. At the 40, there he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Fights off a defender. Touchdown, Rebels! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rusher. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so he bid up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of his QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Caught in the backfield, it's Price. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Lewis wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Miller. Got room at the 35. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Caught behind the line. It's Atkins. Early on the Jets. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Buffaloes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The give out of the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You need points to win this game, but it's a good sign that your offensive line is firing off the ball here late and getting some push. That was a really good-looking run late in this one.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make him play. Snagged in the middle. It's Hayden. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making it.
Into the end zone. It's caught. A touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
And with that touchdown, they've tied the game. All you got to do now is kick the extra point. You need to do a great job on special teams covering, and your defense just has to hold on because there are only a few ticks left on the game clock.
Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. And he knocks through the pressure-filled extra point, and now see if they can hang on. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on.
Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw. It's Simmons. Fires complete on the crosser. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. They'll snap it from the 38, leaving them with a 55-yard field goal attempt to try to take the lead and win the game. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. That last field goal looks like the game winner if they can keep them from getting in field goal range here right at the end. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it at the 25. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that will just serve to pad the stats. A point's worth the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer,